What is up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLRA, coming at you with 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Every day. For 100 days, we duel the different deck every day. Today, we have a fan request for Reverse Burn Reficule, which is a deck all about this here Dark Lord here. And it's all about, playing cards that would normally heal our opponent, but because of Reficule, they will instead burn our opponent. So we got ourselves a decent enough deck little here with the Reficule. Got some draw power, got some burn cards, got some other stuff that work just like Reficule does. And we have ourselves a decent enough time. Gonna go ahead and shout out Mr. Lieben October, who suggested today's deck. And a quick reminder to everybody, if you have any suggestions for this 100 Days series, you can leave them in the comments. I keep forgetting to tell you that, because I said it once, forgot to say it again, but that's beside the point. Let's go ahead and get started with the Days Duel, show off this deck, and have ourselves a good time. Alrighty, our first opponent. Trying to go first with this deck, very important that we go first. Because we're all about setting up a board and then just burning our opponent. That's how Nurse Burn works. You start out with all your burn cards, or your healing cards if you want to be specific about it. You set up your Reficule or your bad reaction to Somochi, which supplied the sleeves today. And then you just sit back and watch the fireworks. It's it's pretty simple. Pretty self-explanatory sort of deck, Nurse Burn. You got a nurse, and you burn. That's what you do. And as soon as YJ Pro, there we go. As soon as YJ Pro does its job, we shall start. Not the greatest hand in the world, but I've got my things to stop the stopping of searching. So, we'll see. I mean, I've got my nurse. She's all up on the board. Any effect that would make my opponent gain life, they'll lose it instead. That's what she's all about. I'll set all of these to make them think they're all the traps. Sadly, that's not the case. It would be nice if that was the case. As it stands, I'm going to go ahead and immediately hit him up with the Paths of Destiny. We both flip a coin, and regardless of what he flips, he'll lose life. I would have liked to gain some life off of that, but what can you do? Alright, the Pot of the Indulge. I see, I run that card too. My extra deck doesn't matter to me at all. Apparently we're up against Counter Fairies. This is unfortunate. I mean, I'm a fairy too, but still. Not exactly ideal. Considering I would have liked to... Oh, wait, no, now he doesn't get to battle phase. That's a good thing. If I can draw into my freaking Moon Mirror Shield, that would be nice. So yeah, we're up against Counter Fairies, another trolley deck. He's got his Artemis and his Honesty Boy. I mean, granted, if I get Moon Mirror Shield, I don't think Honesty Boy matters as much. I forget how that interaction works. I mean, we'll find out. I'm going to go ahead, set this, and activate another Banishment of Dark Lords. See what happens. Alright, he is going to negate that. Obviously. I mean, he's got... Oh, wait, no, he took 1,000 damage off of that. I forgot about that. Why did he take 1,000 damage? Oh, that's right. I forgot about Meltiel. Alright, well, unfortunately, Nurse Reficule's gone. He got to pop my card because of Meltiel. I mean, granted, if I can draw my other monster, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. If I can draw either Bad Reaction to Somochi, or, let's see, battle damage. Yeah, if I can draw my other Reficule or draw into my Bad Reaction, I can still win this duel. He only has 3,000 life. I can do it, people. I can do it. It just really depends on what I draw into. That also depends on what this is. It's probably Solemn Judgment. If I had to take a guess, it's probably Solemn Judgment. Oh boy, this is a lot close. Oh goodness, yes. Please let this work. Let's go for Reficule. Go, gift card! Hit him up. Yes! Victory is ours. Oh, that was... I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot more intense than I figured it was gonna be. Because the freaking Counter Fairies, they can be pretty nasty. But, Nurse Burn works. Just fine. Thank you very much. We hit him up with our gift card, and boom, he done. So, there's a good first duel. And I'm just going to say, let's go ahead for Duel 2 and show it off all over again. Alrighty, our second opponent. Let's continue to go first as often as we can. Like I said, it's very much preferable. You know, going second, Nurse Burn doesn't do quite as well. Your opponent knows what you're up to. They have their own established board. So, preferably go first, as often as humanly possible with this deck. We do not have many of the going second options with this build. We're just go first or go home. That's kind of what we do. You know? It's just what we're doing is we're going first as soon as Dang YTO Pro works. Okay. Working now. Not the greatest hand in the world. I can see potential. I can see some potential with this hand. I'm going to go ahead and deck then a little bit. I've got my upstart Goblin. Good old Start Goblin. I'm going to get the draw. My opponent will take some damage because he would have normally gained life points. Let's go ahead for the Moon Mirror Shield onto this. That way my Reficule will be safe from battle at the very least. We'll end our turn. It would have been nice to get some more traps, which is what Lilith is in here for. She's basically just your summoner, tributor, and then you get to add one of 3 random cards from your deck to your hand. We're up against the Flame Noble Knights. Okay, cannot try to much equip this card perfect. Send a fire or equip. Okay. Who the heck keeps calling in the middle of card games? Junk calls. Okay, so what are we up against? I've seen these once before in testing, but back then I didn't know what they did because there was some kind of glitch, so I'm actually learning these myself the first time. I do remember you, Sublime Knight. You were pretty underwhelming, but now I guess you do more because you're with these guys. Send a Fire Warrior. Let's see. Special summons level 1 monsters cards in the grave. Okay, and then you can equip this thing. Okay. Like I said, I don't know how these work. I know they work functionally just like Noble Knights, but I believe they have a they have a synchro. They have synchros instead of exceeds, if I'm not mistaken. At the very least, they have a synchro at the very least. And he's got the Phoenix Gearfrido. That's not good. Because he can just straight up, let's see, banish an equip spell. Yeah, he can just straight up steal my monsters, which is not good. That is not a good thing, because then he can just get over my Moon Mirror Shield, which is bad because, you know, I kind of like to attack, or not be attacked, I should say. I don't like being attacked. That's kind of the point of the shield. You know, shields are meant to deflect damage. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. I think he's just doing that to dump all these things. Okay. And then a bunch of different effects go off. Dang, I really wish I had my other burn cards this time. I mean, the Upstart Goblin, I was hoping to draw into, like, try and guess, or maybe a gift card or something. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do that because the deck didn't feel like giving me no cards. I shouldn't say that. It's the heart of the cards. The cards do what they want. It's kind of a thing. Alright. So now what's he gonna do? That's a good question. I think, okay, he's gonna put a couple monsters back, draw some more. Alright. And then that becomes a level 1 tuner. Alright. And then you're gonna get mage power back, I see. There goes Gear Breed. He gets to add equip spells from deck or grave to hand instead of draw phase. Gonna go ahead and make, yeah, there he is. Vanguard Roland, during end phase. Alright. Add a warrior, during the main phase, this card's in the graveyard, do stuff. Alright, I don't think that does too much. But I think my opponent's going to start doing stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to the battle phase. And we'll see what exactly he goes for. Alright, he's entered the battle phase. He didn't go for Phoenix, or God Gearfried, whatever the heck it's called. And he's filled up his monsters, or his spell trap zones. Interestingly enough. And he's got Battling Boxer Veil, which is rather an interesting choice. I mean, it is a fire warrior that regains him some life points, so I guess there is a reason he's doing that. So now the question is, can he do anything off of this? I have no idea. I mean, he is going to get the Blue Flame Swordsman. He's a swordsman with blue fire. It's crazy. And then a whole bunch of other graveyard effects happen. Alright. Where the heck is my call by the grave this time around? I would have liked to negate a few things, if you know what I mean. Add a fire warrior, getting another Phoenix Gearfrido. Okay. Hey, now you're gonna have to discard a bunch of stuff. That's the truth, my friend. That's just how it works. Let's go ahead and deck thin a little bit more. Gonna go ahead and add ourselves our third copy of Reficule. And let's go for Lilith. It's gotta go ahead and go for Lilith. Tribute Lilith. Go ahead and get us, let's see here. Gift card. Let's just get a gift card. I just want to gift my opponent with 3,000 points of burn damage. That's for sure. And you know, I could beat into that. I don't think it can be destroyed by battle. No, it can't. Do I really? Nah, I don't really need to do battle damage. It's only 100 damage anyway. It's kind of pointless. So now he would get one of them equipped cards. I'm going to go ahead and hit him up with gift card. Burn my opponent for 3,000 damage. Another couple gift cards and my opponent will be Kaputski. That's for sure. Really could use like my pot of... Oh, he has a Mirror Shield too. Well, I mean, he can't currently equip it. He has all of his spell trap zones filled. I don't think he even has... Oh, okay, so he's gonna just synchro away. Charles. Okay. I wasn't aware that the synchro was a tuner. Oh, indeed he is. Okay. This could be problematic. This could be the part where things go badly. A monster is equipped with an equip card. Destroy a card on the field. Well, that's bad. I mean, it depends. It really depends. We'll see what our opponent does. He seems to be into the long-winded combos. That seems to be his modus operandi, if you call it that. Alright, so he's going to get to pop a card. He pops Moon Mirror Shield. I don't know why. Seems like a silly option to do, because, like, why not hit Reficule? You know? It's like, that seems like the smarter decision, if you know what I mean. So, does that pop for, you know, multiple times a turn? I'm guessing... No. No, it does not. It does not indeed. Okay, now he's going to go for the Phoenix Gearfried, which is unfortunate. Now he's going to be able to beat into my stuff, which is sad. Because he's got... Oh, wait, no, never mind. He keeps making that mistake of filling up his spell trap zones. I don't know why, but he does. Because now he can't do the equippy nonsense, and I've got Armory Call. This is how you play an equip spell, my friend. You do this. Boom. Boom. There you go. That's how you do it. So now you're Gearfried, he's Kaputski. There you go. You put in all that effort for Gearfried, now you did. See, if you had left yourself one zone open, you would have been fine. I hope you take this lesson to heart, my friend. You gotta take your lessons to heart. Alright, what do we got here? Yes. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Set this. I have no idea if this has piercing damage or anything. What matters is we have the card of Demise to draw some more cards. I mean, one of those cards is the card I wanted. I do like Dark Cure. It's on the thumbnail for a reason. If my opponent summons, they'll gain half the life, or they'll gain life equal to half that monster's attack. And that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and end our turn. I'll lose my last Reficule. Not important in the slightest. So Gearbreed goes off. What we're going to do is play Trilliant Geese. And I'm going to declare Synchro Shokens. And I'm going to go ahead and play Dark Cure for the hell of it. That way, if he tries to summon anything, he shall lose. So now, oh yeah, you definitely have more synchros than I do. You will gain 3,000 life points. It's interesting to see these Flame Noble Knights. They are very, very much almost identical to regular Noble Knights. The only difference is they equip themselves onto monsters. Also, they're synchro-based, but that's irrelevant. I think they... Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know about as much as Charlemagne. Is this related to Charlemagne? I'm going off on a limb and saying this is related in some way to Charlemagne. You know, because the other ones were King Arthur and his noble knights. Maybe these guys are Charlemagne. That's my guess. Alrighty. So I'm just going to set this and pass. I'm just going to sit on Reficule right now. My opponent attempts to summon a monster. Well, he better hope that monster's a small monster. You know, he can keep attacking with Charlie. But I don't really care about Charlie too much. I mean, I've got Moon Mirror Shield. Unless you're saying this can't be destroyed. Yeah, it can't be destroyed in battle. So, you're stuck with all those equips, my friend. But I'm really hoping that this guy will take this to heart. You know, don't fill up your spell trap zone when you're playing a deck like this. Especially when you have something like God Phoenix Gearfried for removal of tricky monsters. Leave yourself one zone open. That's all you need to do. All I need to do is watch my opponent rage quit on me because he didn't want to continue the duel. Alright, well, there's our second win. This is a troll deck, so technically that does count as a win, even though it wasn't the most satisfying win. But I did kick his butt. It was mostly my opponent kicking his own butt. We took turns kicking his butt. That's what happened. So let's go ahead. I'll reset YGO Pro, and we'll go into duel numero tre. Alrighty, our third opponent. It's always embarrassing when people just rage quit on you like that. It's very rude. It's very rude because it's just like you're disrespecting your opponent. Don't do that, my dude. But regardless, we're the third duel, and I'm hoping this time we'll actually, fully burn our opponent to death. I mean, I did against the first guy, but he halfway did it to himself. So, I want to do most of it myself, if possible. We'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes as soon as slow YGO Pro load. Alright, what do we have for a hand? This is a bad hand. I'm not gonna lie, folks, this is a hand that does not speak with a mighty power. Granted, my opponent is either bricked or something, but regardless, let's go ahead for our Nurse Reficule. I'm gonna go ahead and search out another Nurse Reficule just for the heck of it. Just go ahead and summon, get another one. I wish I could summon it, but right now cannot. Got my bad reaction to Samochi. Like I said, it does the same thing that Reficule does. It is our, alternative to her. If something bad happens to our nurse, if nurse doesn't show up, we've got bad reaction to Samochi. So let's go ahead and attack our opponent and hope that that's Draining Shield. That would be hilarious if that was Draining Shield. I would laugh out loud indeed. Let's see what it is. Come on, baby. Show me your FaceTime card. No? It's not Draining Shield. Sad. I was really hoping that would be Draining Shield. Not gonna lie, it was kind of something I was hyped for. Alright, let's let our opponent go. And we're gonna go ahead and play our try and guess. I'm gonna go ahead and declare Xyz. Because most decks these days will run at least one Xyz. It's kind of a thing. Yeah, see, he has Xyz. So this is a Dark Magician deck. Rather unusual. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting this to be Dark Magicians at all. He must be the brickiest Dark Magician I've ever seen. I've not seen Dark Magicians brick this hard since they ran into that wall. It was a very traumatic experience for everybody. It's one thing when you're dueling against Dark Magicians, another when you're just out about, walking through town, Dark Magician runs into a wall. Everybody's just like, no, oh man, that just happened. But yeah, this guy seems to have bricked a bit, because he's got a set card, which I would bet at least $2 is the Eternal Soul. This is Eternal Soul. This is Navigation. That's what's going on here. And he probably doesn't even have any monsters in his hand. That's probably what's going on here. He's got all of his spell traps, none of his monster cards. See? He had a spell card. If your opponent's reveal 3 cards of different nature in your deck, place on the top of the draw 1 card. For this turn, cannot set spell traps, can only activate 1 more card or effect. Ah, I see. Very interesting. The draw of fate, you say. Alright. 3 cards with different names, put them on the deck in a random order. That's the thing, it's a random thing, and he has to have different names. Granted, it's Dark Magician, so, yeah. Basically, he can put, like, the Magician's Rod, the Apprentice Magician, and the Dark Magician on top of his deck, and he'll get one of those 3. Like I said, one of these is almost assuredly Eternal Soul, or at least Navigation. So if he gets Dark Magician, he's good. If he gets Apprentice, he's good. If he gets Rod, he's fine. I'd say Rod would be the worst one for him to draw right now, but it's still something he could definitely use. You know? That's the thing. And I don't have any of my other stuff to stop a rod. Or an apprentice illusion magician. Because I didn't put anything in this extra deck to actually be usable. Which is, you know. Like I said, the extra deck is just fodder for the pot of extravagance. Didn't think I'd actually... Okay, what do we got here? Okay, well, he at least picked one Dark Magician. Let's see what he drew. That Palladium Wizard would be rather difficult, considering... But if he had Palladium Magician, he would have summoned it by now. No, he must have gotten the Magician Souls. So, I think I am about to destroy this young gentleman. I'm sorry to say, my dude. You just bricked. You just bricked really, really hard. So I'm just going to attack with my nurses, because this is the worst clinic you'll ever see this side of anywhere. Just the worst it's the worst clinic you've ever been in. You know? The nurses don't even treat you or anything. Ah, but he had the Eternal Soul, and he did draw the Dot Magician. This is sad news for me, because now I need another burn card. Otherwise, things are going to get hectic. Alright, no, I don't want to battle into that. Alright. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and play my Banishment of the Dark Lords. Get my last Reficule in case these two get annihilated. Which more than likely will happen. I probably should have put one of these in defense mode, but it's fine. It's totally fine and dandy. Let's see. Yep. I'm attempting to activate card effects if you can't tell. I'm holding down the please let me play my cards now button. Yeah, there we go. Okay, try and guess number 2. There you go. Picking Xyz cards again. That's right. Prepare to gain even more life points, Mr. Insignia. You finally got your play started, but you're not out of the woods yet, laddie. I've got bad reaction, and I've got Dark Nurse. I got this thing. I can't talk today. Dark Lord Nurse Reficule. I can talk. Just give me 2 seconds. Alright, so now he's going to get that. I really wish I had the method of, playing either of these at the moment. That way they would at least do something before they died. But right now, I'm going to say, yes, you have Magi Magician Girl. I didn't even notice that one. My goodness. Alright. So the question is, can we draw something that will inflict damage to him? A gift card would be very nice. Alright, the bond between the teacher and his student. Summon Top Magician Girl, set Dark Magic Attack, Dark Burning Attack, Dark Burning Magic, Dark Magic Twin Burst. Ah. Those are all cards that'll mess me up. Destroy all cards opponent controls. You're gonna play that now? No, you're gonna save it for later. Sad face. That's a sad... Oh, wait, no, he can't play it right now. He has to wait. It's a quick play spell. What am I talking about? It's a quickie. You can't play quickies the turn they're set unless you have something that says they can. And he does not. But it's very unfortunate because... if only I had some straight ban cards. But I don't. Just gonna have to wait and see, my dude. It's gonna be tricky, because with that, if I, summon Reficule and set a card, he'll blow up my board. Because he knows what my cards do. So it's gonna be a tricky pickle there. It's gonna be a trick. It sucks because we were so close. And he got that one darn old Dot Magician out here. And I just had to play an extra deck that had no options for me. Well, that is options, I suppose. Let's go for the Pot of Duality. Let's see if we can draw something that'll get us out of this situation. Please play this. Please make the mistake of playing that, thinking it'll stop my draws. That would make me happy. Although he's probably just got like an Ash Blossom or something. Just gonna Ash me. Or, no. He's gonna add another card. Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. He's gonna get Thousand Unaifu. Alright. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh wait. Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin. Now, of course, honestly, he'll play Dart Birding Magic, and that'll nuke my board, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, while this would normally work, he's got this, and that'll blow up Reficule, and then my opponent didn't do that. Why didn't he do that? He should have played this, and then he would have gained life points. Huh, weird. Alright, well, that's a win, I suppose. It is a win. It's a interesting win, but a win nonetheless. So let's go ahead for duel number 4, I guess, and just see if we can get ourselves a perfect record with today's deck. Alright, to our final opponent. And, it's been an interesting day. Dirtburn not only doesn't do this good, but whether because of our good graces or our opponent's incompetence, we've got, so far, a perfect record. We'll see if we continue it or not. I'd like it if it did. It'd be nice and surprising just to see this deck go perfect score today. Let's see what we get. Well, that's not going to be perfect in any way. I mean, I've got my bad reaction to Sozomochi, which I foolishly played before the pot. Okay, that was my own fault. Let's go ahead and just set a bunch of cards to end our turn. Our turn in shame, because I played the Samochi first. I was so happy to see it that I forgot to play Extravagance first. Okay, this is fine. We'll just wait until next turn, then we'll go with our pot. We're up against more of the Flaming Night Boys. Okay. I mean, I've got all the Call by the Graves I could ever want, so if he starts dumping monsters, I'll just banish him. Let's see, equip a fire monster or a Gemini. He's gonna equip that boy. Okay. And this card is destroyed by card. Summon as many Geminis from the grave. You're not a Gemini, though. That were equipped to this... Yeah, it has to be Geminis equipped by this card's effect. But regardless, we're up against more of the Flaming Knights. I'm going to play these myself. That second dude was playing them. But I think I could do a little bit better. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to take a smidget of damage. It's fine. I'll go ahead and play the bad reaction, even though I can't do anything with it at the moment. Might as well when I, goblin at some point. Won't be, next turn, but eventually the goblin shall burn. And hey, there's some more burn stuff, so that's nice. Let's do what we should have done before and go for the pot of extravagance. Alright. Let's set a card. And I wish I could upstart, but you can't draw after playing Indulgence. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. I've got my Swift Scarecrow. It'll stop him from attacking me for a bit. And we'll see what our opponent does. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play the Paths of Destiny. Regardless, my opponent will take damage. I'll gain some life, which is nice. Gain back a little bit of the life we lost. I am happy to see that. Alright. What is he going to add? That's the good question. That's the question of the day. Question of the moment is, what is he going to add? Alright, he got Mr. Ogier. Mr. Ogier. I might be mistaken, but are these guys based off, like, Charlemagne's Knights or something? I don't know. I mean, the boss monster is called Charles. I'm thinking it must be. I mean, that fiery flower vaguely looks like a or I guess it's a fairy. Looks like a fleur-de-lis if you look at it real hard and squint at it. So, maybe. I haven't seen, Flame Noble Knight I can't think of names right now. What you call it? But regardless. Okay, he's got his Flame Noble Knight Renaud. And he's got Ogier, okay. Astolfo, that was the one. I haven't seen Astolfo yet, and I forgot to call out by his graves. I'm making mistakes. I shouldn't be making any mistakes. I've been playing this game long enough. There should be no mistakes. But yes, made slight mistake. It's fine. Let's see. Got rid of Gearfried. You can set a warrior monster or a card equipped to it. Okay, he's got all these things. The question is, what is he gonna do with them? Gonna make an Isolde? Alright, made an Isolde. Alright. Okay, now we're in full attention mode. No more messing up. Let's hit up anything he tries to search out in the grave. I'm gonna banish it. Control the monster special summon this. This is normal special summon target, super quant. Okay. I think he's just getting that for later, honestly. He dumped all of one card. Okay. Probably gonna get another Renault. Oh. It's Squeak Knight. Treat this as a tuner. You can only special summon for the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Okay. Good old Squeak Knight. It's a mouse. It's a mouse with a cheese lance. I don't know what else you need to tell me. This should be ran in every deck imaginable. Okay, it should be in Invoke Shadalls. It should be in Salamangrates. It should be in what else is meta right now. Whatever is meta should be running at least 2 copies of this card. This is the truth. Okay? That's just how it is. And yeah, he's going to get that back. I can't stop the Noble Arms, unfortunately. Because that's not a monster card. I can stop everything else. Alright, so now he's going to go for Olivier. And I'm going to be like, no. No Olivier. None of that. Nuh-uh. No, sir. Yep, so now he's going to attack me with all of the nasty big monsters. But this is what our Scarecrow is for. I just discard it. No battle phase. No battle phase at all. That's right, I've stopped your little battle phase in its track. Now it's my turn. Okay, Lilith, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and start off with our Upstart Goblin. Draw a card, our opponent takes damage. Ooh, I've drawn gift card. I think we've got this one, lads. Because I'm going to go for Lilith, the Lady of Lamentations. Tribute herself. And I get to add whatever I desire. Try and guess. Try and guess. And to get another gift card. Doesn't matter what we get. This is pretty much over. You know, bad reaction to Samochi's here. I'm going to set my other one just in case. And we will end our turn. So now what happens is I'm going to activate Try und Guess, declare Synchro Monsters, and I'm going to play Gift Card, and that's pretty much going to be it unless he tries something weird, but I don't think he's going to have anything weird at all. You know, he's got more syncs than I, and there you go! Nurse Burn actually pulled off a perfect score. Alrighty, well I think we've shown off enough. Let's go for the end screen times, and we'll talk a bit more about the deck. Alrighty, everybody, Nurse Burn 2020-ish edition. We got a perfect score. Whether it's because our opponents are incompetent or this deck just does so well, I'll let y'all be the judge of that. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's deck. I very much enjoyed it more than I thought I would. You know, we burned our opponents and we gave them enough gift cards to last them until next Christmas. So, you know, thank you guys for watching. Tune in next time. We're playing some Battle Wasps. And I'm hoping to have some good times with that as well. So, until next time, your boy Memphis is signing off. Take care until then.